Hey guys, ECRG here, and today we're going to be talking about who should be taking the meeting minutes. I know, I know what you guys are going to say, that I've been talking about the meeting minutes a lot and that the last video about meeting minutes was the last video. Well, this is the real last video, guys. I thought about this and I wanted to make this point clear about who should really be taking the meeting minutes, because I think it's a very important point, and there's kind of two answers here, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. So who really should be taking the meeting minutes? And that's a good question, because it's really somebody who is very, very familiar with the project who should be taking the meeting minutes, like the project manager or a project or the project coordinator who's been on the study for a while or who has a lot of experience in clinical research already. It shouldn't be somebody who's brand new to the industry with no knowledge, because their minutes are going to really suck. Yeah, they're going to get better at taking them over the coming months, but those first few months are really going to suck because they don't know the industry. They usually don't know how to take meeting minutes. Even if they do know how to take meeting minutes, they're not familiar with the terminology and the flow, how people talk in that organization and on doing clinical trials. So it really should be somebody who's very familiar with clinical research as a whole, first of all, and then someone who's a little bit more familiar with the project. But particularly having more experience in clinical research is necessary to take good meeting minutes. And I noticed a lot of companies will have the entry-level person, the person who's new to clinical research or new to the position, taking the meeting minutes. And I think that's because, higher level people are meant to do higher level tasks. Point taken. And not everyone wants to do meeting minutes because they take a long time. If you want to listen to why not everyone wants to do meeting minutes, go watch my first video on meeting minutes about the most hated task in clinical research. So go listen to that after this video, and that will give you a good indicator of why people may dislike taking meeting minutes. But they normally delegate the meeting minutes to somebody who is low on the totem pole, more entry-level position. And I guess it's a more entry-level task, but the task would be so much better with someone with more experience, like a person who's level 2, who's more experience, maybe a year of experience in clinical research, because the minutes are just going to be so much better. It's going to be so much smoother. It's going to be less work on the project manager to go and review every set of meeting minutes, and the project director, if they even look at the meeting minutes, and other people who look at the meeting minutes. It's just going to be so much easier if someone with some experience already is doing the meeting minutes. Now, on the flip side of that, it's good practice for somebody with no experience to do the meeting minutes, because they're going to get acclimated to the terminology. They're going to get acclimated to, listening to what's going on in the project and synthesizing it down on paper. For me, that wasn't a great way to learn. For me, the best way to learn is hear people talk, attend kickoff meetings, attend high-level meetings about the overview of the project and what's going on from a macro perspective. That's what's learning best for me, not coming in and hearing things on a week-by-week basis in the meeting minutes. So maybe that could work for you, or maybe, learning week by week is a good way for you to learn. But for me, taking a step back and looking at the macro picture was simply the best way for me to learn what's going on. And once I had opportunities to attend kickoff meetings, once I had opportunity to listen to those macro level conversations with the project directors and the project leads, then my meeting minutes really got better, because I understood what was going on, understood where we were in the project, what had to be going on for us to be successful. And it just made all the difference with my meeting minutes. My meeting minutes got more detailed, they got more specific, they got more concise, just because I knew what was going on. I understood what was going on, so they got significantly better. So 2 answers there on who should be taking the meeting minutes. One, who really should be taking the meeting minutes is, a project manager or somebody, and then the other is who really does take the meeting minutes, which is the more entry-level person, and how it can benefit them. So you can comment down below on your thoughts on this. I'm not going to drag this video out too much longer. Just a quick video on this. Hit that subscribe button. Become part of the notification squad. Per usual, guys, email us at eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com for any inquiries you may have. Comment down below what you guys think about the meeting minutes. What you think about who should be taking the meeting minutes on a team. Even if you're not in clinical research, you can comment down below. I'm interested to hear your thoughts as well. Take care, guys.